G'day. Currently been working around about, been open for maybe 9 business days of the 2025 year, and I've already reached one tipping point. Getting spare parts. Why am I holding this one up? Well, this one here is an iPhone 15 Pro Max aftermarket display by a company called YK, and I've purchased 3 of these in the past 3 months, and all 3 of them have been faulty. What's been going on with them? What's their issue? Why am I frustrated in general? The quality of spare parts in the last 3 years has gone down dramatically, which basically means any mobile phone, basically I'm almost needing to harvest quality parts out of another original good condition phone to be able to do anything with. The other tipping point was I had an Oppo A38 in just yesterday for a screen replacement. It was either wait 2 weeks for the part to arrive and spend $100, or go to the shop and buy a new one for $200 and I'll swap the mainboard for $50 and get it done that day. They elected to go with the $250 option, buying another phone, paying me to swap the information / swap over the mainboard. That's all perfectly fine. But my main point of my rant is this phone has now been out for over 12 months and there is no spare parts for it or no quality. These cost me around about $300 Australian each. All 3 of them have failed. All 3 of them have become faulty. All 3 of them have had problems. This one, as soon as it was connected to the phone with the phone switched off, it would generate heat. It would drain the battery absolutely ridiculously. It is an OLED, as it does say. That's about the only positive thing that it's got going for it. So, for a $300 part, it was absolutely shit. It reminds me basically back to the iPhone 4 and 4S days, where about 1 in 4 of those screens were faulty. The other dilemma that I've got, my other huge frustration, is Samsung have released another range of phones on the budget variety. I'm going to grab the camera and show you what I already stock. Granted, what I stock already here, these ones here are all aftermarket displays. I do not have a quality supplier of original displays. Here we go, even more. And this here is my original collection. Basically anything in the S series, I won't even bother getting an aftermarket display for them because they're not tolerable. They're not good. Anything that's 120 Hertz, I'll put you guys back up here. Anything that's 120 Hertz refresh rate or higher and OLED, there is no quality aftermarket displays for them. They're all just a gamble on if it's going to be good. The reason why I'm getting more and more annoyed is that every single time that Samsung release a new budget lineup of the A series, it's basically the same as the last one. The specs don't really change, the price bumps up, and that now means I have another 10 to 15 screens to get spare parts for. And of which, I can't stock them all, because if I stock them all, I'm going to be broke. And then I'll sell 1 or 2 of them, so I got to get them in when people need them, and I'll grab a couple more when I order them. But it's just an increased level of frustration. I might buy 5 screens of the aftermarket displays for the Samsungs, and 2 of them will be faulty. So I just got to eat the cost. I want to fix things. I want to. I'd love to. I definitely enjoy it. But it gives me the shits when I have to do the same repair 2 or 3 times because the parts that I can get are subpar. And I don't want to sell subpar parts. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's usually people potentially go down a different avenue of either claiming on insurance, which means everyone's excess goes up as a whole to cover the cost of replacing all these small portable devices, or they just go out and buy a new one, which means more money for the manufacturer. There is no incentive financially for the manufacturers to produce spare parts. They don't want their things repaired. This could be the same with phones, laptops, cars, fridges, anything that you've got in your house. The manufacturer would much rather sell you another one and make another sale than sell you a portion of what you've just purchased at a slight markup or potentially a loss. I highly doubt they're selling it at a loss, which means then you're either claiming it on insurance, or replacing the whole device, either which someone pays somewhere. Repairability for all these companies saying that they're being green, they're being economical, we're offsetting all our electrical use by using blah, 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 we're using ocean harvested plastic. Wouldn't it be better if you could just fix the things that were already broken at a reasonable price? It's a very weird concept. I know, it's been a while since it's been fully embraced and fully supported. One day it might be, sadly not. The other dilemma that I see with that is, I've got all this knowledge on how to fix things, I've got all these different things I can fix, but there's no parts. If there's no parts, I can't fix things. If I can't fix things, I can't really stay open. And all of a sudden that means there's a repair person that's now no longer in a community of 10,000 plus people. Where do those 10,000 plus people now go to? Who do they rely on? Who do they look at for support? My phone screen's broken, or the battery's gone in here. I've got absolutely no one to talk to because no companies want to talk to people unless it's making a sale. Facebook, no one to talk to. Got all the white goods sellers, they just sell stuff, they don't fix it, they're not there for tech support. You ask them a question on why does this XYZ happen when they do ABC, they're not going to know the answer, they're not even going to look up the answer, they'll just go, I don't know, buy that thing over there. And then that just streamlines it. All of a sudden there's more e-waste, there's more rubbish getting thrown, or quality things getting thrown out. Finding devices that only have a dirty charger port at e-waste and clean the charging port and it goes perfectly fine. It was clogged up with dirt and dust, gave it a clean, the device turns on, it works. How many devices are getting thrown out like that for simple diagnostic problems? Or I almost see my trade almost going towards a knowledge base of people coming in with queries of, oh, this device won't connect to this. What do I do now? Oh, well, I'll try this. And hopefully they get their solution from that. Where it typically was, my screen is broken, fix it. Yeah, sure, done. Bam, done. Laptops, on the other hand, aren't too bad compared to phones, at least with the standard non-touchscreen models. With those, the screens are fairly universal, so that's okay. But in the phone realm, where I've got a stack of phone screens this big, and all of them have the same resolution, or they're not the same resolution, or they're out by a pixel or two, and means that I can't use the same screen between more than one model, even though the quality of it is basically the same. I'm looking forward to the death of the annual release product, which definitely needs to happen. An annual release product is not viable. It does not make any sense anymore, apart from stock price. Stock price, shareholders. From a repairability sense and the quality of the product actually improving, it is not there anymore. It is not. It's now in software. Hardware's got its limitation. It's reached it. It's no longer driving up like this. It's driving up like that. It's getting to the point where the hardware is no longer expanding as far. Stuff's getting done in the cloud computing. It's getting to the point where stop releasing $100 or $200 phone every year and making me stock this many different models for a $250 phone, when the phone itself hasn't really changed the screen, hasn't really changed the cameras, hasn't really changed the performance. Stop doing it. Start releasing quality products and keep their parts available. Yeah, that's my rant for the morning. Happy Friday. Bye.